Hey y'all, welcome back to Caitlyn's Corner. So this week we are celebrating the 4th of July and Independence Day, and I have for y'all some 4th of July books. And today is Lady Liberty's Holiday, and this is by Jen Arena. So are you ready for Lady Liberty's Holiday? If you are, we are going to get started. Not long before the 4th of July, Lady Liberty woke up feeling a little blue, despite being green. Year after year, she stood by New York Harbor, a torch in one hand, a tablet in the other. So not quite like a tablet you would use, like an iPad. This one's used for writing. Mo, every day feels the same, Lady Liberty said. I see the same skyscrapers, the same city. My neck is stiff. My arms are aching. I've had a cramp in my leg for at least a decade. Mo puffed out his pigeon chest. Lady, you need a getaway, he told her. Go and see the country. Shake off the rust and... I don't have any rust, Lady Liberty protested. Mo went on. Give yourself a holiday. So Mo the pigeon's telling Miss Lady Liberty that she needs a little vacation. Mo's words echoed in Lady Liberty's head. She had seen only one little corner of America. What was the rest like? That night she lowered her torch, she put down her tablet, she pried her sandals from the stone, and then the Statue of Liberty snuck away. Look at her sneaking away. She left her porch. First, she left footprints on the Jersey Shore. Okay, so look at her feet. Those are little umbrellas on the Jersey Shore. Look how big her feet are. And built the biggest sandcastle Cape Cod had ever seen. That has to be the biggest sandcastle. It must be huge. She washed the sand off at Niagara Falls. Only the biggest pool big enough for her. Then Lady Liberty headed west. She watched the Mississippi River from the top of the St. Louis Arch. She climbed all the way up there and watched the river on top of the arch. And in Kansas, wheat fields tickled her feet. She's in Kansas now, playing in the wheat fields. She's having fun. She even did some sightseeing in South Dakota. Looks like she found Mount Rushmore. She hiked across the Rocky Mountains in sandals. Ooh, I wonder if her feet hurt after going across the Rocky Mountains. Afterward, the California sunshine made her so sleepy. She napped on the Golden Gate Bridge. Look at her sleeping on that Golden Gate Bridge. Back in New York, Mo was starting to worry. The 4th of July was 3 days away, but without Lady Liberty, people weren't in a holiday mood. Tourists were gloomy. Cops were cross. Even the stock market was down. The mayor was talking about canceling the 4th of July. What if Lady Liberty never comes back in time? Mo said. What if she's gone for good? He had to find her. So Mo was worried Lady Liberty was never going to come back. Mo the pigeon is determined to find her. It was true. Liberty wasn't thinking of returning. At the Grand Canyon, for once in her life, Lady Liberty felt small. So she felt small for once in the middle of the Grand Canyon. She trekked through a hot, dry desert and slurped water from a Yellowstone geyser. It tasted awful. Not supposed to drink the water from the geyser. Deep in the heart of Texas, she napped under the big bright stars with cattle all around. Look, she's sleeping among the cows. Look how tiny the cows look compared to Lady Liberty. She danced to music near New Orleans, used the Florida Keys as stepping stones, and waded through southern swamps. So she's having a blast. Lady Liberty was shaking an alligator off her big toe when she heard the familiar flap of pigeon wings. It was Mo. He perched on her shoulder. "Lady, I've been looking all over for you," he said. "You have?" Lady Liberty asked. "How are things in New York?" "Not so good," Mo said. "They're canceling the 4th of July. Uh-oh. Liberty bolted up as if she'd been struck by lightning. "Canceling the 4th of July? They can't." Mo nodded. "Nobody feels like celebrating without you." But the 4th of July isn't about me. It's about America." Liberty cried. "I've seen this country, the purple mountains, the shining seas, the bridges and buildings. Everyone should know how amazing it is and celebrate it." Well, Mo fluffed up his feathers. "Come back to New York," he said. "The mayor might change his mind." He didn't get to finish. Liberty was already running north. So Liberty's on her way. She said they can't cancel 4th of July. At dawn, the sun shone on the copper dress of Lady Liberty in New York Harbor, where she had stood for over 100 years. That night, fireworks lit the sky, and people waved flags, sang songs, and shouted, "Happy 4th of July." So Lady Liberty is back on her perch. She saw the country, but she's back where she belonged and returned home. And Liberty was blue no longer. "It was good to get away," she told Mo, "but it's great to be home." So she enjoyed her adventures, but she's glad to return home. And that is the end of Lady Liberty's holiday. So she took a little holiday, a little vacation, but she returned back home. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and thank you for tuning in. I will see y'all tomorrow.